It was good, everybody. You watching Setting the Record Straight live with Peter Anderson. Um, Go ahead and like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates. We're gonna get into this one. We have a special guest, Lovely Affairs, with us here. Um, well, come on, Lovely Affairs here.
Hi, I'm so sweet. I
Tell us a little bit about yourself and
oh Lord,
what you do or whatever and what you're about.
I am out here. I
Yeah.
don't I don't really know what I do. I'm out here doing some truth telling on a regular basis. It makes me highly highly unlikable sometimes, but I'm just trying to. I don't really know what I do. I'm out here trying to find myself like everybody else. Just trying to find my level.
Okay. And we have a topic set. The topic today is what men want in a woman. Um,
Mm,
do you have a take on that? Do you want to just talk about that and you
what
know
woman? Men don't know what they want in a woman.
why you say that?
Oh, because you could give it to them. Like I do this thing. I do this thing where
Hmm.
I actually listen to them. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I do that. I watch them not appreciate it, not see it, not care about it, want something else. And it's like, oh, you lied to yourself.
I mean, what have they told you that what they wanted?
I want a woman that stays at home. I want that she don't need to go out all the time. I want a woman uh,
Okay.
that knows how to cook, knows how to clean, knows how to do all this. I've done all of it. I've done all of it on the same day. And I'm telling you right now, men don't know what they want. It's a mix. You have to like it's a vibe. It's an energy that they give off on a day-to-day basis.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you think that you giving the wrong men all those things?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely some wrong ones, but it's not a wrong or right thing for me. Men are out here. The majority of my black men were raised, whether it could be different like economic settings, but they were raised with this in the same household. Some
Mhm.
woman raising him by himself with a lot of weird stuff going on, and then there's an imbalance in most
So
of them.
So am I hearing you saying that some of these women are raising these boys incorrectly?
Oh yeah, single moms are definitely a problem. Single black moms are a problem. But I mean, it's a problem that it's constructed from a lot of other things. But raising a little boy by yourself is not what you're supposed to do. It does not work out.
Okay, so you see women will come on here and say, "Hey, that's not a problem." Why do you feel that's a problem when it comes to raising little boys?
It's imbalanced. This is a man full of testosterone doing
Mm,
everything with his mom's emotions. It's a dangerous.
mm,
It's a very dangerous combination and it's disrespectful to women. He hates you and loves you all at the same time. He knows everything about you, so they're really good at this because they've been around women their whole life.
mm,
But he doesn't respect you because he's been around women his whole life and he saw everything. And so
mm.
there's no balance and it's dangerous. You see,
Wow, that's interesting.
it's dangerous out here. So I just be telling women like, press pause because he looks like his dad, but he act like his auntie.
Mm.
Slap you. He'll slap you. So that's my little. It makes it hard to date. Ooh, did that happen? Hold on one second. Un momento. That was the devil. I feel it.
uh I mean, that's very interesting that you say that though, because I know we're gonna get some pushback for that. Y'all coming in, y'all go ahead and like, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell for more updates.
Fix it.
We're gonna keep this going.
It's
Um,
fixing this for me.
but yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, but I do, but I hear what you're saying in the beginning. But I feel like dudes do know what they want. If you talking about a man that is on his square, that a
Right?
man that that's a good dude, and he's about his business and he's
Right.
about his purpose. He
Right.
definitely knows what he wants. Because
Out of what? Out of a woman?
yeah, he definitely knows what he wants. I mean, the first three things. I mean, just to generalize it, we could go into depth with certain things. It's respect, peace, and loyalty.
That's what men want.
Pretty much, if you want to just sum it up into three things:
Respect people.
respect, peace, and loyalty. And I heard somebody post something and said, "Oh, well, the man got to be peace. He got to have his own peace." Yes, there's two different types of peace. Let me break down peace for the people that don't know. There's inner peace and there's outer peace.
Right.
And if you have inner peace, you can have inner peace, even though there might not be outer peace.
Right. Got it.
But if there's, but you can have
Wait,
outer peace, even though there's no inner peace,
how? Explain.
because you could be with a peaceful person, but because you don't have inner peace,
You're
you
just
can you see what I'm saying?
right.
You just gonna project that out.
Right.
And
I,
people could be real peaceful with you. Like, wait a minute, you ever talk to somebody and you be like, oh, wait a minute, why you getting like that? I ain't really say anything because
right.
they don't have they lack inner peace. You see what I'm saying? So
Chaotic.
right.
Right. I understand.
So yeah, men definitely do know what they want. But if you want to go into depth with what they want, um, they want women that are smart.
Very
They
much so.
want women who are cooperative and agreeable,
Yes.
because they don't want. Yeah, that's just what they want.
Right. Yeah.
Then if you really want to go in depth, you know, you know the three things.
Right.
They want fit, feminine, of the four things: fit, feminine, submissive, and childless. This is
True.
what this is what they prefer.
This is a lot. Because what are they coming with right now? Because they
What you
want
mean? What they come with? What y'all want?
what do
What
we
do
want?
women want? Yeah, what do women want?
I think it goes separate ways, but like mostly security. We want security, and that's emotional, that's physical, that's financial.
Mm-hmm.
Secure. We want to feel protected, and we
Mm-hmm.
want to feel like we're the only special one. Like I'm this one. It's I think we all want the same thing in a general.
Right.
Just named a lot of stuff, and here's the issue. Here's the issue. If and this is if we were complete people and we
Mm-hmm.
all these other dynamics, all this would make sense. But I'm an incomplete person. This man's an incomplete person. There's a
Mm-hmm.
that's supposed to happen, and so there's gonna be things that that he lacks that I have. But this narcissistic world we live in tells you that
Mm-hmm.
everybody better come correct all the way. And so nobody wants to be like the get the tail end. I want to pick up his lag. Nobody wants to do that because you feel like a sucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not supposed to be good at everything. She's not supposed to be good at everything. That kind of energy.
Mm-hmm.
The issue with what that I have about what you said is men do probably want all those things, but the men of this generation, and I
Mm-hmm.
hate all single moms, but they don't come with 2% of what they're asking for, and so it's really hard. We have on the pants like it's really messed up. We are the men of our relationships, and it's unfortunate because we're
But you
leading properly.
right, but do you see why I addressed women more than I address men?
I don't like the way you do it.
But do you see why?
I see why you're no, I don't.
Because I'm addressing the women that are raising these babies,
Yes, and you
men
can.
and women alike.
I have a question. I
Home is where you make it.
have a question. These are the men. You're talking to women. So whatever how that word works. But my question to you is, I asked you this before too. I was like, do you want to be heard or be effective? Because if effective means that you're going to say things necessarily. If you're triggering a bunch of people and causing chaos, then you're not saying nothing. You're not saying nothing. Nobody heard you because they're too busy fighting you.
Oh,
And go
you
ahead.
sure that they didn't hear me? Are you
No,
sure about that?
they heard it. They didn't receive it. They didn't receive you because I've watched. I could see the little comment bubble at the bottom as soon as you post it. And I'm like, oh, that's some chick. She about to light his behind up. And I just do it.
But we have a clear example of me, quote unquote, changing my tone, whatever that means when it comes to text. But we have a clear example.
Okay.
I didn't call anybody fat. I didn't call anybody ugly. I didn't even say that people had to lose weight. All I
Okay.
said was that men can't control their height, but women can control their weight. Nobody
That's fine.
said that. Nobody said, because look, because what people automatically will do with that, and and it has no fault of what I said at all. It's something that's going on the inside. When somebody gets triggered, it doesn't mean that they didn't hear what you said.
Their childhood.
It's because there's something that's going on the inside about what you said. So when you go to a therapist, you might get a little triggered when the therapist talks to you. If we but be honest, because they're gonna make you face yourself personally. I didn't personally call anybody out. A therapist is gonna make you face yourself personally.
True.
What the problem is, people don't like facing themselves.
No.
And so when they read a post that makes them face themselves, because I don't know what's going on in somebody's mind. I don't know what's going on in somebody's life. All I did was post something. And all they do is look at the post, and then they get triggered by it. That's not that I didn't trigger them. I didn't do anything to them. I didn't say, "Hey, you, Sally Sue, this is what you're going through." Blah 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 blah. I just said blah 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 blah. Sally Sue reads my post, and she looks at the mirror at herself, and doesn't like what she sees. And then she takes that guilt or whatever it is that's going on and projects it out on me.
This is true.
So
narrative, right?
Yeah. What'd you say? Say that again.
No, I said that was a narrative. That's true. That was. Can I counter you a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is all true. But you live in this world. We've lived in this world together for however many years, right? You know people do that. They're out here doing a lot of emotions. Like people are feeling a lot of things. And all I'm saying is there's Martin Luther Kings of the world, there's your Malcolm X's of the world, and they all had the same finesse. It's the same finesse. You have to say a lot of words to a lot of different people and have them perceive it in the right way, right? Speaking to the masses, which is what you're doing. So the responsibility that goes with that. So although their childhood is taken over, you know people are gonna tap in like that. So all I'm saying to you is when I read it, I don't even get mad for me because like it doesn't trigger me. I feel the rage of the world.
I feel it too. Like, of course, I feel it. Of course, I feel it.
Yeah, but like you have all these important things to say. You're kind of smart, you know. So for you to choose to put your words on these trash can lids and make people eat it is astronomical to me.
I didn't make you. I don't make people eat anything.
I'll fix my words. Hold on.
Either way, I get it. Either way, I get it. Everything I say it, the way I say it, it's the way I say it. I'm a person, right? I have my own feelings. I have my own thoughts. It is impossible for a woman to think that I can say everything perfectly every time that I say it, being an imperfect person.
Exactly.
So if we got 50 women in the room and they all got different personalities, right? And none of them has the same personality. How do I say something 50 different ways but say the same thing at the same time?
So what you
impossible.
Do
impossible.
I'm about to show you. Let me show you how women work. So what you do is I have to simplify. So you go to I know for a fact that saying it this way won't offend not one of them. Because this is the simplified version of this, right? And this is all I'm saying is reel them in first, because it's hard to hear past the daggers. Like people feel daggers when you talk. And I used to tell my friends, I just talk like this. I had to learn no, you got to finesse this a little bit, because these people were raised in societies with no Christmases. I have not met so many people that have never had Christmas. They didn't eat. It's just like, where was y'all mamas at? This is what's happening though. There's people out here that just don't play about themselves or however, and you got to be necessary. You need to be necessary. You got stuff to say. So forget because you're putting a lot of you into helping people. You're like, I feel like this. This is just how I speak.
No, this not. This ain't how I feel. I just say it how I get it. Like how I get it. Like what people don't want. What people don't realize is that when you talk, you talk. There's no, oh my gosh, let me say it. Okay, if I try to say it like this for this person, but this person might not like this, so I got to change it here, but then this person won't get it. But then I'm going to be sitting there all day trying to just say it. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Just say it. A lot of times we won't go. Hold on. A lot of times we won't go
So like,
because we
review.
are afraid to go, because we are afraid of what people might say or think. I don't care what people might say or think of me. If I have something to say, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
You take it however you like. If you don't like it, that's it ain't for you, boo. Whatever. I don't care. It might be for you, but you might be saying, "Oh, it ain't for me." Okay, whatever. Only you know. I don't know if it's for you or not. I just say it. My job is to go. My job ain't to try to say, "Oh, manipulate outcomes and try to make this person feel this way." Because if this person feels this way, then I could change their mind and manipulate the way they think and way they feel. No, that's not my job. My job is not to do that. My job is to insert message.
Insert
Whatever
message.
you do with the message after that, that's on you.
I just
That,
realized something. You're a man. You're a whole man. This is your part.
mm-hmm.
I agree then. I changed my mind. You've changed my mind. I agree. This is your
I wasn't even trying to change your mind, but thanks.
you
I'll take
said
that win. Guys, fellas, we'll take that win. We'll
mhm,
take we'll take that win.
because you know what? This is your role. This is the role that you play in society, right? Everybody can't be like me. Because
Mm-hmm.
then trust me, it would be up there. So like this is your role. Like you're meat potatoes. I
Mm-hmm.
see. Okay. The energy is different. I think that people are like reading. It will behoove everybody to realize that you're all wrong. Like we're all wrong. Everybody's wrong. And how the whatever their concept is, because that other person's experience, you have no idea what it is. I don't know your experience. You're just speaking. You're
Or
putting
could it be that it's a man saying something that he ain't supposed to say? Could it
no, you
be
gotta
that?
say it.
Could it be that that's why some of them get triggered? How dare man say this?
I think it's
Because of the contempt in their heart towards men about certain things.
oh yeah, that's definitely there. Like men, but
That's
like
what I'm saying. So it's a little deeper. It has nothing to do with me. It has
have you
everything to do with them.
have you met your cousins and your friends? They're out here acting up. So like you might be though, you might be God's gift. But the other 945,000 people that you know, like these dudes, I mean, I'm not gonna do that. They're acting up.
But see, but that's the thing about it, and that's why I have to speak to the ladies. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% with this. A lot of us men are tired of hearing ladies' mouth. You know
You
why? You know why I say that?
why?
Because we tired of y'all saying, "Oh, these men, they're trash. Oh, these men ain't ish. Oh, these men won't act right. They're not doing right." And us men that are outstanding citizens that help society run, men, the men that you should be talking to, we
We're
trying to tell y'all how to do it. We saying y'all need to pick better in y'all men. Y'all need to stop. You need to leave these clowns alone.
right.
Leave them to their own device.
Hmm.
But we're not just saying pick better. We literally have different platforms telling women how to pick better. But guess what y'all doing?
Right.
Y'all are not listening, and y'all keep going through the same cycle, and then we keep hearing the same stuff, and us men are kind of tired of it. So we got people like me, we got other people on different platforms doing the same thing, trying to tell women exactly what to do and how to pick better men so they will stop complaining about it. But could it possibly be because you've been messing around with the same kind of man and getting the same kind of results that now you are messed up in the head?
Well, I will say this, and I'm gonna kick my stuff to you real quick because I believe that this is the order of operations of life. So whoever's right, whoever's wrong, I meet men and I am very necessary. I told you. I do what I you can read people. You know what they if
Mm-hmm.
I are, I know how to counter you. My issue with men is that there's a leadership that's required.
Mm-hmm.
So like men being triggered or being men that are constantly matching energy, which is weird because I'm a woman, so now you're acting like a whole B word. All I'm saying is there's a responsibility that comes with you. If you don't like the energy, men exude energy, we receive it. So
Mm-hmm.
for you to say I don't like this person's energy, well change it, fix it. Go in there and be necessary and change it. There's a lot of there we can never be the problem because you have all the power. So do what you do and be very necessary. Don't have sex with women that don't have their kids.
And we're telling guys that. We're telling guys that.
Yes, yeah. Don't if she don't take care of her kids, don't mess with her. If she doesn't pay her bills on time, don't reward bad behavior, and then vice versa. Because there's a very necessary thing that has to happen. If women are so misled, because mind you, we're dating our fathers, we're
Mhm.
dating, we're dating our household. So there's some stuff that there's hardwired things that have to be undone. It's
Mhm.
necessary. So as a man, don't come into this woman's life if you're not willing to do all the work. Because a lot of us, just like men, are being raised by single women. We're being raised by single women, and they made us aggressive. And they made us hate ourselves, and they made us hate men.
Right.
They made us
They
do all
made y'all they made y'all into men.
men. Exactly.
So the problem is this: is other men that you may encounter are not they're not equipped to fix that. That's why I say therapy. And that's why I speak to the women. The women are raising these women and boys. If we
Mhm.
get their mind right, they can raise their boys better by getting them to a respectable man in the community and say, hey, I need you to mentor him. And if you got to spank him, spank him. You see
Yes.
what I'm saying? And then the women, if you teach the women right, they're raising these daughters, and the daughters will be getting taught correctly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How to be more feminine. You see what I'm saying? How to how to submit to a man. See, a lot of this, and people take submit as slavery,
No.
as if you see what I'm saying. So that's why I speak mainly to the women. So why are you all so one-sided? No, I speak to the men too, but we mainly need to speak to the women, because especially in our community, between 70 and 80% of our children are born to single mothers. So
Crazy.
that's why I speak to women more, because women are raising these babies that are growing up, and they raising these kids wrong, and their kids are hating their mother. So they take their hate of their mother and onto other people's children. You see what I'm saying?
I
And so
agree.
the cycle continues. What we have to do, the first teacher of culture is the women. The women are the first teacher of culture. How we eat, how we produce, how we take information and apply it to our lives. It's taught by the woman. Even if
Right.
you're in a two-parent household, it is taught by the woman. When my wife cooks, she cooks for us, and how she cooks is going to determine how my kids will grow up knowing how to cook, and then they will in turn take those same skills to their family. So she don't cook with vegetables, fruits and vegetables, if she doesn't cook healthy meals, they're not gonna. You see what I'm saying? So we become into these bad habits, and that's why a part obesity is rampant
Very
inside of the black community, ever more so than any other community. It's
true.
because we have bad eating practices. And guess who is taught the culture?
The women.
It is the women, and that's why I speak to the women. So people try to say, "Oh, Peter, why are you speaking to the women?" It's because I know that those facts. Knowing those facts, we need to change the mind. And how do we renew our thoughts? How do we renew the way we act? It's the mind. The mind is the control center of the body. Whatever
True.
the mind does, the body will follow. But see, what happened is our the mind is so messed up. That's why our body is doing crazy stuff. We need to
Right.
renew the mind. And so you gotta talk to the command center. And that's why I speak to the women. And that's why we don't have time to be, oh, okay, how's your mind thinking? Is your mind on a 5 today or a 6 today? No, I gotta tell you something. Take this information. Hopefully somebody, if you don't get it completely from me, somebody else will come over and somebody else would tell you, and then you'll kind of get it. Sometimes you ever had heard somebody say something and it took like 3, 4, 5 people until you got what that first person said.
Yeah. Translating.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what happens. And that's all my job is to do, is to put out the information, tell you facts, and also tell you things from the men's perspective.
You
Also
should probably
tell you
tell
stuff.
somebody.
Go ahead.
No. You should just tell somebody. You should tell like another person and then have them speak. That's what
No, I'm
so they
good.
can
I'm
properly.
good. I don't need them
I
to chop. I don't need them to chop up my stuff, because what's
no.
gonna
I agree.
happen? They're gonna
I,
try to dissect my stuff, and I ain't got time for them to be afraid when I'm not afraid.
everything you just said to me. Not only do I receive it, I agree 100%. And like you just proved my point. And that's why I'm writing this book, because we're hardwired wrong. Like, have you ever tried to fix you? It's
Mhm.
hard as heck. It's
That's why
hard.
you need therapy. You need
Right.
You need professional help. I go to a therapist.
And so I didn't go through a therapist, but I still got this. I chose to self reflect. That was the first thing I chose to do, was to look at myself. Like, these people can't see themselves. So what are the odds that this is not for me? Right. So like, because people, you could tell a person all day, like, you're like this, you're like that. They don't see themselves. So I feel like behavior is usually for me. So then I take that, like, what part of that is me? And all I'm saying is, it requires, we've been hardwired so wrong. There's so much wrong inside of us that we believe in and don't know why, to where sometimes you got to manipulate your own mind into like a successful place. And so I do very necessary. I lie to myself constantly. I'm like, you're not the type of girl to spend too much money. You got good credit. Like, you do this. And so when I go out places, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't spend money like that. It's a manipulation tactic, but it does it. I was doing.
That's actually biblical. Speak those things that are not as though they are.
So that's the Bible, and then
Mm-hmm.
as science and the Bible go hand in hand. God does have evidence of himself. And so I put them together. Like, that's the spiritual aspect of it. This is the science of it. You just tell yourself this, and what your brain is going to do is going to receive the information. And the positive part about it, once you succeed at this, there's going to be a release of dopamine that goes into your body that's going to trigger the desire to do it again. So then you're going to just move to level 2, and you just keep going, and it's a motivating factor. Success, when you succeed at something, it's like it's a charge that comes of it. And so every time I get to a different level, I just want more of it. So it's like a drug. The point I'm trying to make is that the piece that you're missing is, this is hard work. It's hard work. Delusion is the strongest drug you've ever been on. And we're all smoking all of it since birth. You come out and you're like, I'm right. I know I'm right. Right? Because think about all the fights people been in. They think that they're right in all of those fights. And it's like, girl, the fact that you think that you're always right tells me that you got a lot going on. So once the delusion has to come up a little bit, and people have to be willing to be wrong. Like, hey, remember that one time you were wrong, but you felt like you were right? What are the odds it's not happening right now? And just have people be like, listen to the other person, listen to their side, find a middle ground, compromise. Everything has to happen a certain way, but I will tell you this: you have the right words. I just wish, because I feel like your words are like, I feel like you're a chef, and you made this, this filet mignon, and you made it the best of the best of the best, and then you just went and took any old like trash can lid, garbage bag, and you're like, here, who ordered this? Nobody
Now,
ordered.
see, the problem is, you were right on the first part. The second part, right, about putting on the trash can lid, I don't put it on the trash can lid. The person that receives it incorrectly does. They do it.
Could be
Because
perspective.
there's plenty of people that like my posts, men and women, but then you have some women, mainly women, that disagree with what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, what did I say wrong though? When you talk about the post, when I say women can control weight,
no, bro.
what did I say wrong?
All your posts have a little like his auntie treated him bad or something.
Because it's truth though. The problem is the truth hurts. That's why we have that statement. The truth hurts. It's so for somebody to think that the truth ain't gonna hurt them, that's ridiculous. That's called delusion. For you to think that the truth is not gonna hurt you, especially when you're not living it, that's just ridiculous. Like, if I'm not living the truth, it's gonna hurt me. You ever heard somebody say something, you like, ouch, that kind of hurt a little bit. That's me that they talking about. Right. So because you're not living it. If you live in the truth, it ain't gonna hurt you. If you literally have people that are living the truth, and when I speak my truth, they say amen. Then you have some people where it's quiet. They don't want to say amen because it hurt them. It hit them. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe okay, so she's overweight, and maybe she don't want to hear about that today. Like, I don't know.
If words offend you, get off social media and seek a therapist, because words shouldn't offend you.
Therapy.
Right. Need therapy.
Well, I agree with you, and then I disagree with you too, because there's always another perspective, and I just wish you would understand that their experience.
I get it, but we've already checked it. So guess what? Is there a better way to the better way? And then once I reach that better way, is there a better way to the better way to the better way? Come on now. I don't have time to go back and forth and say, oh my gosh, the people are going to receive it wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get backlash. I'm so afraid. No, I'm going to say it.
You change one household, it's worth it. It's worth it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my job ain't even to change any household. That's not even my job. If I do, then it's worth it. Then I can say it's worth it. But
What's your
what I'm
job?
saying, my job is to put the information out there. My job is to plant the seed.
Okay.
Somebody else can water it, or maybe somebody else did water it, and then I plant the seed, and then
Okay.
I watered it. But God has to give the increase.
Right.
I leave that up to God. I leave that up to the man upstairs because he's gonna take whatever information is being heard and put it on that person's mind and
Amen.
help them meditate on it day and night. And as you meditate on day and night, you got one or two things to do. You can either increase
Or
or you could decrease. It's up to you. It's up
true.
to you.
I choose the increase.
I choose to because everything that I speak goes to me too. Because I'm a person too. Like I have problems controlling my weight at times, but I know it's controllable. I just eat a little less.
Right.
If I want to gain weight, guess what? I eat a little more.
So you're like, bro, get out of my house because like I'm writing. I was trying to do this chapter, and it's called. I'm always telling people this is a movie, and you're the
Mhm.
director of your movie. You can add what you want, take out what you want, control your movie, direct it, and stop just letting things happen. Right. So we're saying the same thing. I get it. I didn't get you before I started this because I was like, this man. But I get you just a little. You just where you from? You just a little on edge. I think I just say things, and I'm a woman, and so I'm
and
supposed to finesse words. I'm supposed to be a nurturer.
and it's crazy because the problem is nobody hurt me. This ain't speaking from hurt. Like if I go through my catalog of quote unquote women of my past ever since I was in high school, middle school, elementary school, middle school, when I first started quote unquote dating and find myself quote unquote having girlfriends, it wasn't the best experience. But
You better.
if it wasn't always the best experience. Sometimes it was terrible. But if I was to live out of my hurt and post out of my hurt, I wouldn't be posting what I'm posting. I will be saying women are trash or women are no good. There's no good women if I was living out of my hurt. But have you ever heard me say that? No. I know there's plenty of great women out of there. Sometimes some women don't even know that they're great. That's why I say therapy
Absolutely.
is important because they can be. Is some women that are already great, they can be even greater with therapy. I think men need to go to therapy too.
Heck
Everyone needs to go to therapy. But
yeah.
but the problem is why I always express the women first is because women are in control of the black community's households.
Amen.
That's it, and that's why I talk to them because if they get it, their daughters will get it, their sons will get it,
This is true.
then the community changes. Then we grow up a next generation of families being reinstated, men and women getting along together, understanding each other a little better. So now we can come together and more marriages will be formed. More families will stay together because they understand the concept and what marriage is really supposed to be. Then once you get that happening, then we could build the community back and then we get stronger. And guess who's scared while this is going on?
Who?
The white man,
Amen.
because they don't want us to come together for real and unify. We could come together when somebody gets killed in the street by a police shooting. We'll come together. They say okay, because guess what? After we done with that and it dies down, we gonna scatter. They don't
Exactly.
care. But if we come together and actually start building a community for real with families,
It's over with.
it's over. But see, we got to get that. So that's why I speak to the women because it's the women that are the first teachers of culture, whether they with somebody or they not with somebody. They're the first teachers. So that's why I say what I say.
I agree with you. Actually, your perspective is important. We have you believe it or not. I'm looking at you right, and I'm like, I want to say what I want to say, but I'm like, no, because you sound like me, but just flipped. Like I'm always like men. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And so this is interesting. God works in mysterious ways, and it don't mean like abracadabra stuff. He just usually pulls up on you as yourself, makes you view yourself, see how your sensibilities work. And so I get it. I get what you're saying, and we're gonna just let that rock. We're gonna let you. No, like I know how to look. I used to be like a right fighter, And now I'm just like, no, because he that makes sense to me. I get it. I understand. You're pretty intelligent. You seem like you got a good sensibility about you. And as much as like something in me wants to attack you, I know it's wrong because it's too easy. It feels too good. And so I'm like, that's not what I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna do what's uncomfortable all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so
And guess what? And what happens is that's how the message should be received. It's up to the person to receive it correctly. They can either take it and say, "Oh my gosh, this person's trying to hurt me." No, I'm not trying to hurt you. I got no. It's half of the time I don't even know you like that. What am I trying to hurt you for? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to tell you some information. Do with it what you will, and that's
okay,
all I can say.
you spit it. So in the future, we're gonna fix this because I'll be attacking you. So in the future, that's too easy. There's women out there probably like, yeah, get him, girl. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna you're gonna say it and I'm gonna interpret it. I'm like, so what he's trying to say is,
If you can do, if you want to do that, I mean,
I,
that's very helpful because even you saying that can probably help somebody else let it digest better because that might be your gift.
teamwork.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
make the
That's
dream.
it. The alley oop. I just throw an alley. I just throw an alley. Somebody got to catch it and dunk it. That's it.
I could.
Whether it's you or whether it's another female that was giving pushback, but they see the ball in the air and they say, "Man, I got to go ahead and dunk it in."
So yeah, I heard you. So women, from now on, there's no more reaction. We're not gonna be reactive. We're gonna be proactive. So if you know what he's trying to say, so we're just gonna fix it in our own heads first. Take our
No,
childhood.
but I'm really serious though. There's a lot of times, and I know some people are watching that are Christians, and I know some people that think they know me and they have a Christian connection. I don't know their own personal walk with God, but what I would say this is there's things that we are told by God
Yep.
that we ignore on a daily basis. Even myself, I ignore God telling me to eat better
Mhm.
when I know He wants me to eat better. Our body's supposed to be the temple of God, but we
Mhm.
put premium gas in our vehicles, but we put honey buns in our stomach.
Right. This is true.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That goes to me too. God's been calling me to eat better. I've been ignoring him because I don't want to hear that. I want to just eat what I want to eat because it tastes good. Food is delicious, especially the good, the ones that's supposed to be quote unquote delicious. But
Yep.
eating salads every once in a while and doing all that kind. We don't want to eat that more than the other good stuff.
Other-
But
Right.
see, but that's why this is what's happening. Now we getting hypertension. We got to take back the health back in our community. We need the health back. We need the women back, the family backs, and the finances back in the community. And that's why I talk about the health because we need to get our health better because we what heart disease number
Very.
one killer in our community.
Yeah.
And because that's high cholesterol, we eating the bad stuff. We have poor diets.
You sound like me. You sound
This
so much.
is what, and this is why I say what I say. It's not to hurt nobody. It's to challenge you. Yeah, I want to challenge you, and I want to tell you the truth at the same time to let you know, hey, we need to stop our ways. We need to change what we're doing so it can catch on to the next generation. Or do we push this back and give the next generation heart disease?
Generational wealth. We need to give generational wealth in all aspects.
Right. In all aspects. Yeah, there you go. Every,
Yeah.
we need to build back the community strong again.
I got ideas, bro. I'm trying to tell you right now. I got so many ideas about like how I'm starting this little event, by the way. And that's gonna be called it's till the street lights come on, and I'm trying to get it funded right now, but I just basically want to like have people come outside, no electronics. And it's like let the kids play and come meet your neighbors. Come talk to each
Mhm.
other. Because it takes a community to do this. Like you're
Right.
supposed to be when your kid walks outside, I need to know that that kid don't belong with that person. Like they don't go together.
Mm,
Matthew, come with me.
right.
And so, but people are so like, you better not say nothing to my kid. Don't touch my kid. Like I will pop the fuck out. Oops, sorry. I'll pop the heck out of your kid. And then I'm gonna come tell you about it. Like I had to hit him because he was over there about to break into this car.
Right.
Community kind of thing. Like, but people are so sensitive, and it's just like, no, these kids are out here killing each other. 13, 12, 11 years old. So bro, I'm so with you. And I don't mean to curse, but like, I'm so with you on this.
I feel you.
I hear it differently now. I think it's in text too. You be using bold letters and exclamation points and
and that's what I'm saying. It's all on the interpretation, because you could talk to somebody and be like, okay, I get what he's saying, and then you talk to somebody else.
but he
Oh,
did.
what are you trying to say? That other person got it. Why did you get it? It's all interpretation. You got to understand, some people have different comprehension levels. Some people read differently. Some people read different types of literature. So your type of literature might not be something that they used to reading. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things. But the whole thing is that the message is being said. Some people are receiving it, the ones that is supposed to be receiving it at this time in the way. Some people are receiving it, but they acting like they ain't receiving it because
They
they
heard.
ignoring it,
They don't like it. It's
right? Or they don't like it, right?
what's it called? I was doing this thing. It's called chemistry. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about. I heard this in my sleep. Like it was one of these like motivating people, but it was talking about chemistry, like how joy, how everything in you is a chemistry, and
Mm-hmm.
how you have to have good inner chemistry so that your outside influences don't affect you. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense. Like if I'm a happy person, you making a face at me, you saying something weird to me shouldn't pull me so easy out of my pocket. And it's like we have really bad chemistry. We don't, our inner chemistry of who we are alone in these bodies by ourselves. We don't have the right chemical makeup that's causing the right effect. So you say something to me and I'm ready to go. You talk to me funny, I'm ready to let off. And it's just like,
Right.
sustain your own energy. Stop matching people's energy. Sustain your own and to work on your inner chemistry. Learn to like really love yourself. Cause whether you got a husband or wife or whatever, you're gonna do this alone. This body, you're in this all by yourself. So you gotta love it. And just like
Facts.
I'm learning this. Like I get it. Like you give me a different perspective because like you kick it to me. Like it's just as aggressive as mine, but it's from a different perspective. And I'm telling you, it's required. Listening to people is required because now I have this balance I didn't have before. Because before I was like, it's all your fault, man. And now listening to him, I'm like, wait a minute, we do have a lot more control than I thought. And now
Mm-hmm.
there's this median that can happen, and it's necessary to listen to people. That people got stuff to say. I like the way
Mm-hmm.
you say words. I like the way you put your words in sentences. It makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, and I try to simplify it as much as I can and be more direct, because I think it's better to be said that way, because all the other extra stuff, you're dealing with different comprehension levels. The simpler you say something, the easier it is to understand.
Oh yeah,
You
we
know what I'm saying?
that makes sense. You get it. We're saying this
Mhm.
so weird. Oh, I love it.
All right, so I want to tell everybody right now, go ahead and like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. But yeah, we have lovely affairs here, and we talking about things that need to take place when it concerning relationships, especially what men want. Because see, like, and the reason why I'm saying what men want, though, I'm saying it because we we've been hearing for a long time what women want. Women want security. So guess what we did? We became higher earners. We started being our cue. Like, you look at the black community, guess what happened? We got, the men are making more money. 51% of men are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class.
We're,
So we became.
we're
Go ahead.
but
Say it
we're the
again.
business owners over here. Yeah, we're the business owners again. The black women are graduating at an astronomical level more than anybody. They're owning the most businesses. It's just like a
And that's a
imbalance
great
happening.
thing. But let me tell you what's happening though. Black women also have the most college debt than any demographics.
That
See what I'm saying? So now they got more. Now they got more college debt, and a lot of these dudes becoming blue collar workers. They got no college debt, but they making good money.
unless you're gonna
The
be a doctor
outcomes,
or something, don't go to college. Get a trade. It's a whole scam.
that's a better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And what women are not doing, they're not going out and go getting trades. It's the men that are getting trades, and they make it actually higher earning than the people that's going into college. Because most women are not going into the STEM field. They're going into the humanities, like social work. They're going into some of them being therapists. some of them going into communication, some of them going into these different fields that'll make an exorbitant amount of money. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? Like it ain't, you see what I'm saying? So that's what's happening. So they're getting into college debt. And even if they could find a good job, a lot of them are not even working in the field that they went to college for because they need to make their money to pay their to pay their college debt.
That's I work with so many master degree people. I'm like, we were at Denny's, and I'm like, why are you here? She's like, I got a business degree, and da, 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 da. It didn't make no sense. It made no
Yeah,
sense.
business degree. You gotta there's only a handful of things that you can do with a business degree. Like you can try, but you still gotta come in ground floor and then work your way up with a business degree in a lot of places. So that's almost a useless degree. Almost, depending on if you know somebody that can get you on somewhere. But
Don't go
other
to
than that,
stop going to these colleges and get you a trade. Get you something like find something like medical, like get you a real trade because it's the college says that's for the government. They wanted to make their little money and they're gonna make a lot. You can go get a whole business loan and it won't cost you as much as going to getting an education. That's so weird.
right?
It's so
You
weird.
see, or take some business courses, business classes, and then learn how to really do business and go do some money management classes. Learn how to
Yeah.
put monies in stocks, and then
If
start a
kids,
business
teach
and
your
get a
kids,
loan.
amen. Teach your kids like as kids, give them money, teach them how to budget it. Like, cause they're not like, oh, I don't know what I learned. Just there was classes in school. I was just like, what are we doing? And if there would have been like some economics classes, like just something, because like white families, they do this regularly. Like they've been
Facts.
indoctrinated this way. So this we're
Hmm.
in life. Like I don't even know where my mom, like how's she paying all this stuff? And then I just became an adult and they were like, good luck. And it's like, I don't know anything. And so teach your
Right.
kids how to budget, make them earn stuff, like do it very necessarily. Cause this is going in a weird way. We have to fix it. We have to fix something.
Facts.
I like
Yeah.
it. We're gonna
If y'all just joining us, go ahead and like, share, um, and let you know what you think in the comment section. And go ahead and hit that notification bell for more updates. And subscribe to the channel as well, so you can know when we, post more videos. All right, so let me see here. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through some of the Facebook stuff. And just
I want to see glasses. Let me. What kind of glasses are those? You.
don't be in my, listen. Don't be in my. Don't be over here. Stay over there on
Okay.
that side.
Malcolm
Stay
X.
over there on that side.
They
Yeah,
could be Malcolm.
these are my Malcolm X's. Yeah, they are.
I
But
like them.
yeah, but I mean, appreciate it. Any last words that you want to say? Because we're gonna close this up.
I'm,
Anything you want to say about the topic, or you want to say to the ladies, or do you want to say
I'm
to the men?
you're
Go ahead.
fine. I'm playing. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that I appreciate this conversation. I'm so glad I had it with you because I couldn't see you, bro. I couldn't see you. I can see you now, and I appreciate you. Very necessary. I'm just gonna second, but I'm gonna back you up. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I
Kick
mean,
your
you could
stuff.
definitely translate what I say. That definitely. If you feel that it's gonna be received differently, from that, hey, go go
You got gyms.
go with
I'm
it,
trying to protect.
huh?
I'm trying to protect our gyms out here. You got gyms. I'm trying to protect them. Like, okay, let's just polish it off. I got your back.
Yeah,
So we're just
yeah,
gonna
yeah. That
as people.
gems are very hard to destroy. So I mean, he really don't, they really don't need
All right,
protection,
you're
and
right. You're right.
people will pass away, and gems will still be here.
I like your mind. Do that thing. Do it. I like your mind. Keep going.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but I mean, the last thing I really want to say, and I'm putting out to the men, ladies, everybody. I mean, and this goes this kind of dating advice that I give. This could go for anybody, any race, creed, or color, religion. This could go for everybody. This is something that could be applied, but especially to my black people. We need to get it together. This is some in-house work that we need to do. I understand there's racism. I understand, but guess what? Our forefathers and foremothers, they did it with worse racism, and they stayed together. If we got all this free, we the freest we ever been. We got this freedom, but we still having a tougher time that they had. How? We need to get it together. Both men and women alike. But especially to my ladies, if these dudes ain't acting right, sis, that don't mean you ain't gotta act right. If these dudes ain't getting it together, sis, that don't mean that you ain't can't get it together and learn how to pick the dudes that got it together better. You know what
Amen.
I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure you ladies get the best outcomes y'all can. Because if y'all win, ultimately, we all win. You see what I'm saying?
Amen.
Y'all in control of the community. So if y'all win, we all will win. We all the
Facts.
outcomes will just trickle down to the rest of us.
Facts.
We got to stop glorifying the bad things that we do in our community, and we start got we what we have to do is we got to start holding each other accountable in our community
Yep.
when we do things wrong. Of course, don't cast nobody out, but hey, say hey sis, hey bro, this is what we need to do better going forward. Don't praise unruly behavior. Praise
Yes.
the good behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Like, praise good outcomes. Don't praise bad outcomes. Like, and stop saying it's the men's fault all the time. Because yeah, it's the man's fault sometimes, but it ain't always the men's fault. Prime example, we got Future. People always talking about Future. He being reckless, and but he got 8 baby mamas. He got 8 women that's being reckless to that one reckless man. They all know each other. All they had to do was say, "Hey, you're Future, right? You're that rap guy, right? Yeah. Don't you have 2 baby mamas already? Yeah. Oh, you not really with them, are you? Oh, so nah, you ain't getting none of me." That's all they had to say. But guess what they said? Now come on in. And then the 4th one came and come on in. So all of them
Mm-hmm.
the man gonna do what you allow him to do. Stop giving Future children. Nick Cannon too. Cut them off, both of them.
You ain't ever lied. You ain't ever lied.
They just messing up. They just pushing the community further and further. Them 2 dudes just pushing them. But y'all women that are allowing them to do it, y'all need to stop. And if you're talking to Nick Cannon or Future right now, ladies, if you're listening to this, if this ever get into your hands, clip this off and put it on World Star if you got to, so it can get into their hands.
Man.
Do not do it with Future. Do not do it with Nick Cannon. Those are bad examples of people we should be doing it with, ladies. Okay? And I
Amen.
know there's a lot worse people that you could do it with other than those 2 guys. But guess what? Y'all still doing it too. In every hood, every community, every system, y'all doing it with worse dudes than that. So those are the examples that everybody knows. I don't know your personal life, sis, but I know you might be entertaining some dude that ain't on his, that don't have his ish together.
Who, me?
So don't do it. I'm just saying in
Oh,
general.
no, I mean, I got.
Whoever that goes to.
Yeah, I feel you.
Whoever that goes to. But yeah, man, that's all we got for today. I appreciate you coming on and giving us your perspective and having this conversation with me. And we're gonna have plenty more conversations. Y'all hang on, y'all stay tuned. Hopefully something will help y'all. Something will help y'all. That's all I'm here to do, help y'all. I'm not trying to hurt y'all. I ain't got nothing against y'all because I don't know you like that. But I do want to give you some good information that you can take. And then if you apply it to your life, whether it's 25% of it, it will still help. So y'all guys
notes,
take care.
but we're good.
Yeah, definitely take notes. Yeah, from here on out,
I did.
you know what to do.
I got.
All right, so yeah, but oh yeah, on later news, I got some merch coming out soon. It's gonna be fire.
I want some glasses.
You're gonna have to go on Amazon for that one.
Glasses.
I can't help you with that. You got to find it yourself. Put in Malcolm X type glasses and go with it. Yeah, but yeah. So we got some merch coming soon, and I just want to leave y'all with this. It's your choice, but I urge you to take the red pill. go ahead, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Until we meet again.
I love it.